Good afternoon, student. How are you, all of you? I hope all of you are fine. Okay. So, I think all of you have enjoyed your holidays, isn't it? I think up to now, all of you have studying your core subjects. Now it's the time to study the computer subjects. So, all of you welcome to the computer subject group. Okay. I'm a computer teacher. Okay. Let me introduce you first. Myself, Kavita Umuchki. I am handling a computer subject for your 8th standard. Okay. So, you have studied so many important topics in your previous classes. So, in your 8th standard, there are so many important and very interesting sub topics are introduced for your 8th standard class. Okay. So don't waste the time. We can move to the contents. What are the contents that they have introduced for your 8th standards? Okay. Now you are a high school student. So you should be very careful and very genius. You should be very genius. Okay. Because high school students will get more maturity than primary students. Isn't it? Yes or no? So, okay. Let it be. Okay, we can move to the contents of the computer. See here, this is a content page of your 8th standard. So, there are 8 chapters they have introduced. First chapter is the Introduction to MS Access 2007. Second is the Working with Table in Access 2007. Third is the Query, Form and Report in Access 2007. Fourth is the List and Image in HTML. Fifth is the Tables and Forms in HTML. Sixth is the Introduction to Visual Basics 2008. Seventh is the Image Editing in Photoshop. Eighth is the Computer Networking. Okay, so these chapters are very interesting and very easy to understand, and these are very important. Okay, so we can move to the first chapter. Okay, that is the Introduction to MS Access 2007. Okay, see here, all of you have studied MS Office in your previous sections, isn't it? All of you might have known what do you mean by MS? MS means Microsoft. Like MS Office, they have introduced you. MS Access 2007, they have introduced you. So, this, what do you mean by MS Access then? What do you mean by MS Access? So, this MS Access is a database software package. That means it is the one of the software package of the database. Okay. So, I will tell you what do you mean by database in the later. First, we are going to see what do you mean by MS Access. Okay. So, like MS Office, it is another Microsoft content, that is Microsoft Access 2007, and it is a database software package. So, then what do you mean by database then? Okay, what do you mean by database? I will tell you, a database is a collection of data, that what we can call it as a database. In easy word, we can tell like that. So, and in systematic way, we can tell a database is defined as an organized collection of data. So, for example, see here, I will give you an example. For example, consider a student. So, what are all things will come under if we remember the name students? Isn't it? So many informations will come under in a student. What they are, we can see here. They are name. What is the name of the student? What is the roll number of the student? What is the date of birth of the student? And what is the age of the student? And which class of the student? And sections of the student. These are all the information of the student, where we can say it as student is one of the database, and what are all the information that I have told before? No, those are all the information that will be related to the database, that what we can call it as a student. So here student is the one of the database. Likewise, we can take another example like class. Like student, we can take another example as class. What we can say it as in a class? So whether the student is in 8th standard or 9th standard or 10th standard, if we take the class, so likewise we can find out the information. Okay, so next move to the next topic. So then all the databases are all the information in the databases are stored in a table format. You can see the table over there. See here in the table, this is a table. It contains the information of the student. Okay, then what do you mean by table then? What do you mean by table? I will tell you. Table is a collection of rows and column. That means these tables, the one which is used to store data in a structured and organized format, that what we can call it as a table. I will repeat it again. A table is used to store data in a structured and organized formats. So we can store data in a table. It may be in row wise or it may be in column wise. Then what do you mean by row and a column? See here, you can see the table over there. See here, the table 1 they have introduced in the up table 1, and see here the information what all will come under for the student, that I have said earlier. Student ID, here it is the student ID, street address, first name, last name, city, state, zip code. So these are all the information that will come under the database called student. Okay, so we can store all the informations in a table in a row and a column wise format. Okay, then what do you mean by row and a column? See here, what are all the horizontal information that what we will going to enter into a table, that we can call it as a row. See here, and see here student ID they have given 1 2 3 4 5 and street address Aadhaar. The information of the student 1 information, what are the information will be there for the student 1, those all information we can call it as a row, first row, that is student ID first, street address Ashok Vihar, first name Sam, last name Soni, city Delhi, state New Delhi, zip code 11410 and 1. This is a row information. Okay, we can call row as a record. What all the information that will be stored in a row, that we can call it as a record. Then what do you mean by column? What are all the vertical information that what we are giving, that we can call it as a column. We can call it as a field. So table means a collection of rows and columns. That means a collection of record and field, that what we can call it as a table. Okay, this is all about table. Next we can move to the next topic, that is a data. As I earlier said, a database is a collection of data. Then what do you mean by data? I will tell you. A data means a collection of information. So that what we can call it as a data. That what are the data that will going to enter into the table, what are the information that will going to enter into the table, that we can call it as a data. So data is the collection of information. See here in the table, you can see here we can enter the data in terms of text, in terms of numbers, in terms of characters, likewise, isn't it? So many type of information we have entered into the table. See here, so there are so many of data types will be there to enter information in the table. So we can see all these data types. Then what are all the data types? Then we can see all these data types one by one. See here, if we entered the data or information into a table in terms of text, for example, name of the student, if you have entered in the table, it will be in the form of text. So there we are using a data type called text. So this alphanumeric data, so for that purpose text is used. This is used for the names, address and other relatively short pieces of text. It can store up to 255 characters. Okay. Next data type will be memo. So for entering a long text, for example, consider address. To enter address will be very long. So to enter a address, we can use a data type called memo. So it can store up to 64,000 characters. Okay. Next data type will be number. To enter number, for example, student ID and roll number. To in what type we will going to enter? We will going to enter it as a number. So to enter a number, we are using a data type called number. For numeric data, we are using for doing mathematical calculations and all those things, we are using this number data type. And date and time. So to insert date and time, we are using a data type called date and time. Next one is the currency. So for displaying currency, for India, the currency will be rupees. For America, it will be dollar. Likewise, so to display or to write a currency, we are using a data type called currency. Then auto number. So to enter a unique sequential number or random numbers, for that one we are using a data type called auto number. Then next data type will be yes or no. Logical data. For example, you might have studied in your primary classes, yes or no. They will give one sentence. For that they will going to tell whether it is true or false. Likewise, they have introduced one data type over here that we can call it as yes or no. So that we can call it as a yes or no data type. Then hyperlink. Then what do you mean by hyperlink? All of you have opened your internet pages, isn't it? Once you click it, for example, consider a Google page. There will be a search bar. In that search bar, you will going to type one messages. Okay. After typing the messages, you will going to hit the search button. So once we hit the search button, the link will going to open it. Okay. So the information about the search topic, it will going to open it. So how it has opened? There we have given a hyperlink over there here. So for that we are using a data type called hyperlink. Then attachments. So to make the attachments, we are using this attachment. For example, consider in your mails, to send a mail to some other persons, what you will going to do? We will going to attach a document over there. So to attach any of the documents, to send a mail to some other persons, we are using an data type called as attachment. Okay. Next, move to the next data type, that we can call it as OLE object. So this OLE object is used to attach an OLE object such as Word document, Excel, spreadsheet or PowerPoint presentations. So for example, consider there is a document which contains a Word or another document which is of PowerPoint presentation and which is of MS Excel. So to send those documents to some other persons, we are using an data type called, we can call it as OLE object. Okay, this is all about the data types. Okay, so today it's enough. So all of you hear my videos carefully and subscribe to the video. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ping me into the group, into the subject wise group. Okay, you can text me, I will reply you. Okay, okay, all of you sit properly. Okay, okay, take care.